Good late Saturday evening. I'm certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this August 4th of 2018. No surprise. It kind of felt like a typical August day with a mild start in the morning, then highs easily back into the 90s this afternoon. We'll continue with the 90s for a few more days, then changes will be rolling in. So let's quickly break down what we're watching before we dig into the forecast. I expect us to stay hot and quiet again for your Sunday as we wrap up the weekend tomorrow. The start of the new work week will definitely be on the hot side again, and I think that south breeze that will be sticking around for Monday, and even the southwest breeze, will start to bring in some more moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. So it will be a little more humid as we go into Monday afternoon. Eventually, though, the heat and the moisture will work with our next approaching system to give us not only a better shot for rain and thunderstorms, but then behind it, a little quick opportunity to cool down as we work through the rest of the coming work week. Right now, though, from 7th and Rangeline, skies are quiet. Yeah, passing clouds are still around, but nothing threatening at all coming from those clouds. So we're looking at a quiet view from the east side of Joplin. 95 for a hot afternoon high today after we started in the upper 60s this morning. Quick look at the currents before the 10 o'clock hour had Joplin sitting at 81 with the south breeze at 6. Thankfully, again, that south breeze isn't pulling in the Gulf moisture yet, so the humidity is still low at 45% thanks to a dew point sitting at 58. Around the rest of the Joplin metro, we're primarily holding between 80 to about 82 degrees. Then once you go outside of the metro area, we're sitting mainly in the upper 70s to about 80 degrees. Again, it was all because of that south breeze not only keeping us warm to start the evening out, and we have seen that breeze die down a bit throughout the course of the evening. That south breeze at times was gusting over 20 miles per hour at times, but we're lightening that breeze for tonight. Still, that's going to mean we're going to have a mild start to start your Sunday morning out. The Skywatch Storm Tracker, again, just passing clouds throughout the day. What was left of that batch of rain and thunderstorms out in western Kansas late last night, they tried to hold together as they marched east, but not a lot managed to hold together. If we had any showers remaining, it would be mainly east of Kansas City, closer to, let's say, the Harry Truman Reservoir, Sedalia, and along parts of I-70 between Odessa and Columbia. Those showers will mainly right along with the upper-level disturbance sitting over western parts of Wisconsin. That will continue working toward the Great Lakes, so we don't have to worry about that disturbance giving us a shot for a shower or two anymore. For the rest of the night and heading into tomorrow, it is all about the upper-level ridge, maintaining its control over the area. Even though the brunt of it is off to the south and west, that keeps at least the brunt of the heat away from us. But for tomorrow, once again, that's going to keep us hot, and it's going to keep us quiet. Off to the west, though, we're still looking at the jet stream level, but you can see a vigorous upper low spinning in the Gulf of Alaska and the northern parts of the Pacific Ocean. Eventually, this upper system will send a quick disturbance running along the jet as it works into the lower 48 by early next week. That will eventually encourage our next system at the surface, this cold front from the northern plains out into the Rocky Mountain range. That disturbance will send this system our way. That's what will give us a better shot for rain that we can certainly use, and a little bit of a cool down once we hit the middle of the week. Breaking down your future track for the rest of the night, we'll just keep the skies partly cloudy to mostly clear, not worried about any rain, trying to keep us up throughout the night. And it's going to be a mild start to the day with temperatures pretty much in the lower to middle 70s, and then we go back into the 90s easily for your Sunday afternoon. I don't agree with the future track in terms of it being mostly sunny tomorrow. I think just like today, we'll just have passing clouds throughout the day, but we'll keep things quiet again. Let's start at 73 in the morning, pushing close to 90 by lunchtime, and then we'll have highs topping out around 94. Looking beyond Sunday afternoon into Monday morning, we will be starting Monday out on a quiet note, but you see how temperatures, it's going to show us with a pretty mild to warm start Monday morning. Then as we go into the afternoon, we're still ahead of that approaching cold front, even though it begins working closer to us. As long as we're still ahead of that front, though, with a good southwest breeze, that means highs at least into the middle, if not upper 90s. And as far as the additional humidity that will be pumping in ahead of that front, look at what it'll do with the feels-like temperatures. Thanks to the extra humidity on Monday, it's going to feel like we're in triple-digit heat Monday afternoon. Thinking about 100 to about 102, maybe 103 before we see those numbers drop off going into Monday night. Late Monday night going into Tuesday, that is when the crux of this next cold front really begins to work in. That's going to really ramp up not only the cloud cover, but the chances for scattered rain and storms, which we will certainly take. And as long as that system's so close by as we go into Wednesday, we're going to hold on to at least some scattered thunderstorms as we go into Wednesday afternoon. So after we top out at 94 tomorrow and top out at 96 on Monday, that incoming storm system with the rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday, look at what it does with temperatures. It knocks us back to 86 on Tuesday, 85 on Wednesday. We hold in the mid-80s going into Thursday and Friday. Looking at next weekend so far, it's looking like a typical summer weekend overall, mainly on the quiet side, but with the typical summer pattern of heat, a little bit of instability, a little bit of moisture that could result in a random thunderstorm Friday and Saturday afternoon. But again, it's looking pretty dry once we get past our main round of rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's go 86 Friday and 89 on Saturday. Have a good night and have a great Sunday.